Watch Ukrainian drone destroy a Russian aircraft. A new escalation in the air war. The conflict between Ukraine and Russia has entered a new phase following reports and circulating footage showing a Ukrainian combat drone successfully destroying a Russian aircraft. The incident has drawn widespread international attention, highlighting the growing role of low-cost yet highly lethal drones in modern warfare and exposing the vulnerability of high-value aerial assets on today's battlefield. According to frontline reports, the strike was carried out using a kamikaze drone or a precision strike UAV, launched from a safe distance. The drone reportedly penetrated Russian air defenses and struck its target with high accuracy. The explosion, captured on video, shows the Russian aircraft suffering catastrophic damage, followed by intense flames and thick smoke rising into the sky. Military analysts describe the incident not only as a tactical success for Ukraine, but also as a significant psychological blow to Russia. Aircraft, especially fighter jets and support planes, have long been central to maintaining air superiority. However, this event demonstrates that even advanced and expensive platforms are increasingly threatened by relatively inexpensive drone technology. For Ukraine, the strike is being viewed as further proof of its rapid adaptation and technological innovation on the battlefield. Facing a more resource-rich adversary, Ukrainian forces have maximized the use of drones for reconnaissance, artillery targeting, and direct attack missions. The integration of real-time intelligence and remote control capabilities has enabled highly effective strikes without exposing large numbers of personnel to risk. On the Russian side, the incident has reportedly triggered heightened alert levels and a comprehensive review of airbase security and flight operations. Measures such as layered air defense systems, electronic jamming, and asset concealment are believed to be increasingly prioritized to counter similar threats in the future. International observers see this development as a clear signal of a shift in air warfare doctrine. Where air dominance was once determined primarily by advanced aircraft and highly trained pilots, autonomous and semi-autonomous drones are now reshaping the balance of power at a fraction of the cost. The implications extend well beyond the Ukraine-Russia conflict, influencing how militaries worldwide prepare for future wars. As of now, the situation on the ground remains fluid. Both sides continue to claim successes while disputing losses. Yet one conclusion is becoming increasingly undeniable. The age of drone warfare has fully arrived, and incidents like this underscore how smart technology can alter the course of a conflict in a matter of seconds. The incident has also intensified debate among defense experts about the sustainability of traditional air power in prolonged conflicts. Modern fighter aircraft require extensive logistical support, maintenance crews, and secure air bases. In contrast, drones can be deployed rapidly, operated by small teams, and launched from improvised locations, making them far harder to track and neutralize before an attack occurs. Another critical aspect highlighted by this strike is the role of intelligence and battlefield transparency. With satellites, ground sensors, and drone-based surveillance feeding real-time data to command centers, targets that once could remain hidden for days or weeks are now exposed within minutes. This constant flow of information compresses decision-making time and increases the lethality of precision strikes, as seen in this attack on the Russian aircraft. Experts also warn that such incidents could escalate countermeasures on both sides. Russia is expected to invest more heavily in electronic warfare systems designed to disrupt drone communications, GPS signals, and navigation controls. At the same time, Ukraine is likely to accelerate the development of drones with greater autonomy, resistance to jamming, and longer operational ranges, further complicating defensive efforts. Beyond the military dimension, the footage and reports have had a strong information and morale impact. For Ukraine, the successful strike serves as a symbol of resilience and ingenuity, reinforcing domestic and international support. For Russia, the public circulation of such imagery presents challenges in managing perceptions, as it underscores vulnerabilities that were once considered unlikely. Strategically, analysts note that the growing effectiveness of drones could force Russia to limit air operations closer to the front lines, potentially reducing the frequency of air support missions. This shift may have ripple effects across the battlefield, influencing ground troop movements, artillery coordination, and overall operational tempo. In the broader global context, the destruction of a Russian aircraft by a drone is being closely studied by militaries worldwide. The lesson is clear: future conflicts will be shaped not only by advanced jets and missiles, but by adaptable, networked, and cost-efficient unmanned systems. Nations that fail to adapt to this reality risk seeing their most valuable assets neutralized by technology that is far cheaper and more accessible. As the war continues, incidents like this are likely to become more frequent, further redefining the rules of engagement in the air. While details surrounding the exact model of the aircraft and the drone involved remain contested, the message sent across the international defense community is unmistakable. Air superiority can no longer be taken for granted in the age of drone warfare as the conflict continues to evolve. One thing is becoming increasingly clear: the battlefield of the future is being shaped right now. The destruction of a Russian aircraft by a Ukrainian drone is not just a single incident. It is a powerful signal of how modern warfare is changing at unprecedented speed. Drones are no longer supporting tools. They are decisive weapons capable of altering strategies, shifting momentum, and exposing vulnerabilities once thought impossible. With each new engagement, the line between air dominance and air vulnerability grows thinner. The war is far from over, and both sides are rapidly adapting. What happens next may redefine how nations around the world prepare for conflict in the years to come. Stay informed, stay critical, and keep watching, because in today's world, the next turning point can happen in a matter of seconds. This moment also raises important questions about deterrence and escalation. Traditionally, air dominance served as a powerful deterrent, discouraging adversaries from taking bold actions. If drones can reliably threaten or destroy manned aircraft, that deterrent effect may weaken, potentially leading to more frequent and unpredictable engagements. In such an environment, miscalculation becomes a greater risk, as even limited strikes can carry outsized strategic consequences. Furthermore, the democratization of air power through drones is reshaping the global security landscape. Technologies once limited to major powers are now accessible to smaller states and even non-state actors. This proliferation increases the complexity of conflict management and heightens the need for robust international norms and counterproliferation efforts, areas that currently lag behind technological advances. Operationally, commanders may increasingly favor distributed air operations, smaller, dispersed bases, and rapid relocation to reduce vulnerability. Training and doctrine are likely to evolve as well, emphasizing joint operations where drones, manned aircraft, cyber tools, and ground forces operate as a tightly integrated system rather than in isolated domains. Public perception also plays a growing role. Viral footage and instant global dissemination amplify the impact of each strike, shaping narratives and influencing political decision-making far beyond the battlefield. In this sense, drone warfare operates simultaneously in the physical and information domains, where perception can be as decisive as destruction. As the conflict continues, the balance between offense and defense in the air will remain fluid. Advances in counter-drone systems may temporarily restore confidence, only to be challenged again by new generations of smarter, faster, and more autonomous drones. This cycle suggests a future where air dominance is not an enduring condition but a constantly contested state. In the final analysis, the Ukrainian drone strike against a Russian aircraft symbolizes a broader transformation underway. It does not merely question the end of air dominance, it illustrates its evolution. Control of the skies is no longer assured by technology alone, but by the ability to adapt, integrate, and innovate faster than the opponent. And in that race, the outcome remains uncertain. Looking ahead, the long-term consequences of this shift may extend beyond military strategy into economic and political spheres. Maintaining fleets of advanced fighter aircraft is extraordinarily expensive, and repeated losses, especially to low-cost drones, could strain defense budgets and influence procurement decisions. Governments may be forced to reconsider whether investing heavily in traditional platforms alone is sustainable in an era dominated by unmanned threats. At the same time, the human dimension of air warfare is changing. The reduced reliance on pilots in high-risk missions lowers the immediate human cost for the attacker, but it also raises ethical and legal questions about remote warfare, autonomy, and accountability. As drones become more independent in their decision-making processes, the boundaries of responsibility in combat operations grow increasingly complex. Another emerging concern is the potential for drone swarms, where multiple unmanned systems operate in coordination to overwhelm defenses. If widely adopted, such tactics could further erode the effectiveness of conventional air defense systems designed to counter singular, high-speed targets. The Ukrainian strike hints at this future, where quantity, coordination, and intelligence may outweigh individual platform sophistication. Internationally, this evolution is prompting a reassessment of military cooperation and knowledge sharing. Allies are studying real-world data from the conflict to refine their own doctrines, accelerate research, and improve interoperability. The Ukraine-Russia war has effectively become a testing ground for next-generation warfare concepts, with implications that will influence global security for decades. In the broader narrative of military history, moments like this often mark transitional periods rather than abrupt endings. Air dominance may not disappear entirely, but it is clearly being transformed. Control of the skies will depend less on uncontested superiority and more on continuous adaptation in a highly competitive, technology-driven environment. Ultimately, the question posed, the end of air dominance, remains deliberately open. What is certain is that the Ukrainian drone's strike against a Russian aircraft has become a defining example of how modern conflicts are reshaping the nature of power in the air. The skies are no longer a sanctuary. They are a dynamic battlefield where dominance must be constantly fought for and can be lost in an instant. What we are witnessing is not just another battlefield incident, but a defining chapter in the evolution of modern warfare. The growing reliance on drones demonstrates how technology is leveling the playing field, allowing smaller and more agile forces to challenge traditional military power in ways never seen before. Each strike sends a clear message to the world. Warfare is no longer confined to conventional rules or predictable strategies. Innovation now moves faster than doctrine, and those who fail to adapt risk falling behind in real time. The skies, once dominated by advanced aircraft, are becoming increasingly contested by unmanned systems that are harder to detect, cheaper to deploy, and relentless in execution. As global tensions rise, militaries across the world are watching closely, analyzing every detail of these encounters. The outcomes here will influence future defense planning, security alliances, and the development of next-generation weapons systems. This conflict is rewriting the rules one drone strike at a time. And as events continue to unfold, the world remains on edge, aware that the future of warfare is no longer a distant concept, but a reality unfolding before our eyes. In the end, this moment underscores a harsh reality of today's conflicts. Technology has become just as decisive as manpower and firepower. The ability to innovate, adapt, and strike with precision now determines who holds the advantage, even against opponents with larger and more expensive arsenals. What began as a regional conflict has evolved into a global case study of 21st century warfare. Every drone strike, every intercepted signal, and every destroyed aircraft adds another lesson for militaries around the world. The consequences of these developments will be felt far beyond this battlefield, influencing how future wars are fought and how nations defend themselves. As the situation continues to unfold, uncertainty remains high and the stakes continue to rise. One thing, however, is undeniable. The era of uncontested air power is over, and a new chapter of warfare has begun, one driven by speed, intelligence, and unmanned technology. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep watching, keep learning, and stay prepared, because history is being written in real time, and the next major turning point may already be on the horizon.